And that's a wrap. So as you can see, Quadrax is a very powerful module. I cycle through the different modes and assign CVs to my different inputs. And I have my Cursus and my BIA, and then I have my Anti-Oscillator and my Doepfer modules filtered into it, and using the Kermit for my modulation source, but using triggers to different areas. So it's very powerful, and I'm really enjoying it now that I'm starting to get a handle on it. It is a complex module. You can have different modes. So if you just take the most basic mode, which is if you press these buttons, you just keep pressing them, hold it down, so this is off. This is the first mode. You just press these till these are all blank here, real quick here. I read the manual and I'm still reading it again because there's a lot to it. I think this is a great module. It does a lot of functions and envelopes. So this is the basic thing where it focuses. So if you look here, it's kind of hard to see. These little symbols are very confusing, I think. But this is a attack decay, I think, and this is like another type of envelope. So different categories, and then here you have A, B, and C. So if nothing is in these other inputs, it just takes the A as the main source. Rise and fall, and then shape, and then levels. So for example, I have it on mute now, and I have it without the fancy options enabled. So it's just like an envelope with the triggers. As you can see, this is triggering. See? It's a very fast attack. As you can see, it's going like really crazy. Now if we slow this down a bit, we'll get a little more manageable. So if you've been doing techno, you want fast attacks. If you're doing more melodic stuff, like if we put the rise up here, it's going to take a while. And see how this is waiting it to cycle? Then it will eventually go through these cycles and loops like a function generator. There he goes. So we turn this down and a little more manageable. Now for drones, I have a drone on one of my voices going. It's perfect because we don't need it to go fast. But if you're doing percussion, you kind of want it faster, right? So if you do, go back to here. So I have it triggered through LFOs and so forth. So you kind of want that to be a little fast, a little snappy, I guess they call it. And then these affect the shape of the envelope as well. See? See how you can hear it different? Back to the middle. So I have it triggering like the different things like pitch and so forth, which is really useful for variation. So now it's more reasonable. You can kind of get this to control your LFOs too, because see how fast the envelope? It's slow. I put this in the middle for my Kermit. But if we go here, it should trigger faster. So I have the envelope, I have it turned up for my LFO. And it brings the other voices in. See how nice that is? So you want to create variation. This is a great way to do it. You get your rise up. So that's a little, it's a fast LFO, so I don't want it to go too fast. So that's, see, now that's, if we go here, a lot faster. So I have a fast LFO going. So now if we bring it down, it triggers the other stuff. So I kind of like this about here. Okay, now if what we do, mute these. I like this mix-up because it's got mutes. So now if we press this again, see it changes color. Let's see what it does. That's the next type of envelope. Red. So it's a little different type of envelope. So a little different here. And then if we change this one to rise and fall to red, if you look here, icons are kind of hard to see. So you got these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different modes, different types of rise and fall functions. So rise, fall, shape, so forth. So see how it's quiet? Now if we turn this up, what happens? I think trial by doing is the best way to learn. Reading the manuals is important, but no, it doesn't do anything. So yeah, so it's kind of like almost mutes my sound, but I've noticed sometimes if you change the settings, you'll get some different ones. And then the third mode is, I think, turn down my alpha a bit so it's not going so fast. So it's bringing the other voices in, and you can see these kind of static. So this is like, I think, an LFO type, I think. And you can have all kinds of combos. So if you do this, see they're going crazy again? Alright, so that was this B. So now it's more reasonable. This is fall, and this is shape. Change the shape level. So you change the timing too. So it's triggering the other devices quicker because the rise has shortened the rise time. And if we keep these, so that was a quick rise. So yeah, interesting. So that's pretty cool. Burst mode. Burst mode. So burst mode really changes like this response time. See that? Without a burst. See that's how many bursts, how fast. That sounds kind of cool. So you can do this. Very unpredictable. That's what's fun about this module. And then if you change this back to how it is. Now the one thing, and this is the alpha, crazy alpha mode. Now one thing, if you hold this down, you can assign CVs. So as you can see, it's a very useful module. It kind of like is the IntelliJ's answer to maths, I think, and make noise, and it can do a lot of things. And yeah, it's fun. So anyways, I've been learning these modules. It's a lot of fun. I don't want to buy too many more modules till I really can get some good tracks out of both of my racks. So probably, the only thing I'll probably end up getting will probably be a clock, looking at Pamela's new workout, and a switch. And maybe one more voice, and that's it, because I have 2 voices here, and then I have 2 in this system, so that's enough for creating tracks. I'm waiting on the Piston Honda MK3 and Hearthstone MK3 to come out again in production. Pick one of those as my next voice, and then maybe some more tools. Plats would go good with this because I can do percussion with these 2. Anyways, thanks for watching.